What is up, Brozones? Welcome to the Ozone. Welcome to the week before. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This came out today. So, so this is really exciting. I genuinely don't know anything that happens in this book. But if you don't know, this is another interactive book. So if you were there on my VIP streams, this is going to be a similar thing where we're going to make decisions to get through the book and try and get different endings and stuff like that. Apparently, I've heard a lot of things about this book, and apparently it's really good. Like, genuinely just really good. So I cannot wait to get into it. Why does this not work? I'm having a bit of difficulties with my streaming setup. Oh, I think I know. Okay, oh, hello, that's me. Ah, there's so many scenes. Okay, wait. How? Oh my gosh, how do I do this? Okay, I'm gonna try. Let me just Okay. Give me 2 seconds, and I'm going to try to make this work. I apologize for the inconvenience. Add existing. I think that's what I want to do. Nope, that's... Okay. I'm so sorry about this. Why do you do this? Why? I don't want this. Or do I? To be honest, I could just do it like this. You know what? That's fine. So I'm gonna say hi to some people. Maybe I can have the chat on the side or something. Oh, it's fine. I'll live without it. So hello everybody. Sorry, this is a bit messy. I literally got home from work like 20 minutes ago, so I've been really rushing to try and get on the stream. But I hope that you guys are having a good day. Welcome Edinburgh, Cyanide, Jabumbi, I Am Man, Space Void. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see all of you here. I am really excited for this. I am so excited. This book is peak, by the way. I've heard. I've heard that it's really lore heavy. So that's really good. And obviously we've theorized this is about Phone Guy. So that we're going to see if that comes true as well. Jake, thank you so much for the $5. Finally get to watch you live. I'm usually working whenever you go live. Been a fan for a while. I know you have. You've been a very loyal member, and I'm very grateful. So thank you for watching. And I hope that you enjoy the live stream. Let's get to reading. Yeah, in a minute. I just need to do some other things before we get into that. You're gonna love it, dude. It's awesome. I love the idea of this, right? The fact that it could be Phone Guy. Oh my gosh, what is going on? I'm pressing left and it's not going left. Okay. There's something wrong here. No. Okay, wait. I need to What on earth? Okay. I don't know what's happening, man. Okay. Kindle library. I know it's black right now. Okay. Where's my image? My image has disappeared. Okay. OBS does not like me today. That's clear. You might see my face again. Hello, that's me. Should I just keep that on? That might be cool to keep on. I just don't understand where everything's going. That's a different scene altogether. Here we go. Boom. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I found it. I found it. Okay. So let me just clear some things up. I should have done more preparation before. I'm so sorry that I haven't. I literally want to get rid of you. Okay. So just take a peek at my Kindle library. Isn't it cool? All the FNAFsters love it. Okay. And then should we have my face What? I am so upset that this isn't working yet. Obviously, there's going to be some problem. Okay, here we go. Hello, that's me. Hello. How's it going, guys? I'm going to be in the top left-hand corner. Let me know if there's anything wrong with any of this setup and stuff. I'm sure you will let me know anyway, because you guys are like that. And we're going to make sure that this time we're also quite organized. So we are going to have just like a solid color up here. Bam. And that's going to be where our inventory goes, assuming that this one also has an inventory. Guys, by the way, if I'm looking this way, it's because the chat is actually on my TV. So I'm reading the chat on my TV. Positive Nihilism, the Kindle collection. Look at it. It is just absolutely beautiful. It's me, Ozone jump scare. Hello. Hello, hello. Okay. The week before. Hopefully. Okay, it's working now. Thank goodness. I actually have buttons to go left and right. Okay. Let's get into the week before. So as I say, this is of course interactive novel. So we are going to be finding multiple endings. I think this is going to be a two-day stream or a 2-stream series or whatever, because I don't think we're going to get through the whole book in one day. I'm hoping to stream for like 3 hours or so. But this also looks a lot bigger than VIP, so it's going to be a lot longer, and I'm hoping that we can do 2 3-hour streams, one today, one tomorrow, and get through most of the endings. Completely forgot this was today. Yeah, like this has actually come quicker than I thought. I thought this was actually coming out in October, and then I looked and it said September, and I was like, oh, I guess I should stream that. So I made this stream. If you're going 3 hours, then you might need a second stream for it. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not going more than 3 hours. Obviously, I've had a really long day of work, and I just got here. I've literally just eaten really quickly, and I am going to then stream for 3 hours and then go to bed and then do the same tomorrow. Rinse and repeat. This is the YouTube life, guys. Okay. First thing I'm noticing: title page dedication, intro, night 1 to 6. About the author's series, add copyright. This is a lot more extensive than VIP already. It almost looks like these are checkpoints, which would make sense, right? You complete a night and you have there you go. You complete the night. You can't go back or whatever, and then you can go back to that night if you want to and replay it. That's a really cool thing there. I'm so happy you're streaming. This is my way of experiencing the week before. Amazing. I'm so glad to hear. Let me know, guys, in the chat if this is your first time experiencing the week before. Obviously, there were leaks and the book has been out for half a day. But if this is your first experience, let me know. Watching this in 2 times speed, unfortunately, that ain't going to work because this is a live stream. But I understand why. We are going to get to it in literally 2 seconds. Can we make 4 parts instead of 2? Why? I mean, obviously it's going to depend on how long it takes to get through the books. But once the streams are done, it will be uploaded to the channel anyway. So there you go. I've seen the leaks, but still, I saw the leaks. Cool. Space Void is counted to 2 for me. So we're going to get straight into this. Okay. You are Ralph and working at Fredbear's... Oh my gosh. You are Ralph, and working security at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza is your dream job. At least that's what you told them in the interview. You've been there so long. The relentlessly cheerful animatronic characters feel like old friends. You love how their antics bring saturine smiles to kids' faces. This place creates happy family memories, and you help make that possible. But all good things must come to an end. It's time to move on while you still can. This is your last week. Okay, so if we think about FNAF 1 lore, right? We think about FNAF 1 lore, Phone Guy was there the last week. Like, Mike comes in, but the week before was Phone Guy, and that's why we think this is about Phone Guy. And it seems like he knows some things. It seems like maybe he was quite tired of his job, or something may have happened, and then, of course, he does actually die. Like in the canon, he dies. So we're going to see the different endings, what could have happened in almost parallel universes. Wreck-It Ralph, Wreck the Animatronics Ralph, great. Yeah, Phone Guy says this is last week. Yeah, that's true. You've always worked the day shift, but after a sudden staff vacancy and temporary closure, management asked you to take the night shift for a change. Letting them down is never an option. Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy are Fazbear Entertainment's biggest assets. Your duty is to protect them and the restaurant's reputation. Your contract calls it a matter of life and death. That is a funny line indeed. And what I find interesting here is that the animatronics are the biggest assets. You would have thought it would be the pizzerias, the actual buildings. Like, that is what is the biggest asset of the pizzerias themselves. But no, it's actually what's in the pizzerias. I guess that kind of draws into the idea that, like, souls are... you can't buy a soul or something like... Do you know what I mean? Like, the souls are in the suits or in the animatronics, and it's almost like that's increased the value of the animatronics because it's got children's souls in. So that's also why biggest assets. This isn't 3,035 pages, no, because you'll notice we're not on page 19 either. This is just how Kindle does things. It's just how it calculates locations and stuff and how it formats the book. Animatronics should be more expensive. Yeah, I mean, in this universe, absolutely. If they're killing people. You've heard rumours that the animatronics get somewhat lively after hours, a little bit quirky at night. But no one's better equipped to handle them than you. 22-time employee of the month. 22-time? Oh my gosh. As Night Watchman, you'll face many choices that lead to various outcomes. If you find an item that might help you do your job, write it down for later. Now, for your first big decision. Okay, so we can play on easy difficulty, get a paperclip, a screwdriver, and a flashlight, or play on normal difficulty and just start out with our wits. Obviously, we're going to be playing normal mode, but it's interesting how much you get on easy difficulty. That's crazy. But yes, we are going to be playing normal. I'm assuming you guys want to play on normal anyway. Obviously, let me know. When we get to actual major choices, we will do some polls. Absolutely. Make it more interactive with you guys. Night 1, 12 a.m. Interesting. The security office at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza is practically a second home. You've spent so much of your time here over your career. Probably too much time cooped up in a glorified closet, staring at a buzzing, flickering monitor until your eyes dry out. But everyone's got to make a living. And you have an 11-year-old daughter, Copelia, to provide for. You often feel like the only thing you're good at is protecting others, even at your own expense. The office is always dark, since there aren't any outside windows, but somehow at night it still manages to give you the creeps. You're probably just spooked because you're alone in the restaurant aside from Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. Animatronics aren't fantastic conversationalists, but boy, they can sing and dance. Of course, they've also been known to do other things. Rumour is they've become strangely aggressive lately, but surely those glitches were ironed out, or they wouldn't have reopened this place. Not that customers have exactly been flocking back just yet. After the restaurant closes and everyone is gone, the animatronics enter roaming mode and walk around to prevent their servos from locking up. You hear heavy footsteps echoing out there now. Clomp, clomp, clomp. Will this become a video? Yes. And you can watch the streams back. But I will make an actual like audiobook video, which is just a cut version of this stream. If animatronics encounter you in the restaurant at night, they should ignore you, but your safest bet is to stay in the office until 6 a.m. when they return to the stage, enter sleep mode and recharge. Then you can go home. Management cares about their employees, and it's time consuming and expensive to hire and train new ones, not to mention the occasional legal fees and the hassle of covering up accidents. So they installed reinforced doors on either side of the office. Yes. Reinforced doors that you need to use power to shut. Yes, that makes sense. That makes so much sense. Phasma entertainment for you. In the unlikely event that an animatronic visits you here, you can open and shut the east and west doors by pressing the big red buttons in the doorways. The light switches below them illuminate the east and west halls outside your office so you can see whether anything is out there. Surviving the night probably seems like a low bar for a job, but this isn't just about collecting a check. You may have to venture out of the office from time to time. Is it just me? Is it just me, or is he a little bit silent? I can try and turn my volume up if you want. Let me see. Filters. Gain. Here we go. Audio is fine on my end. Thought it was just me. I've put that on 6 extra decibels. Let me know if this is good or bad. Where was I? The animatronics are clumsy and mindless naturally. Oh, yeah. If they break something out... Sorry, the chat is distracting me a little bit. Much better? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for giving me a straight answer. The animatronics are clumsy and mindless naturally. If they break something out there, you have to go fix it and clean up the mess right away so the restaurant is ready to open, just in case any customers show up. Think of the children. Of course, your number one concern is making sure nothing happens to Freddy, Bonnie and Chica. Oh, and don't forget about Foxy. Do not forget about Foxy. Okay? That seems like a clue. That seems like a clue. At some point, we're going to forget about Foxy. Okay. There are 3 security monitors on the desk, but 2 of them are always on the fritz. Replacing them would let you see more, but you guess management spent the money on those doors instead. You use the control panel in front of you to switch the one working display to feeds from various cameras around the restaurant. You check the stage first. Your heart pounds when you see Bonnie and Chica are gone. So that's who you heard walking around the restaurant. Freddy's just hanging out up there on his own. The brown bear is dapper as always in his black top hat and bow tie. You're glad they restored the vintage animatronic with his classic look. Freddy doesn't wonder much, as if he's above all that just because he's the star of the show. Or maybe he's saving his energy for something. I'm the star of this show, you tell yourself as you switch over to the Pirate Cove camera. Foxy is shy, the curtains are drawn, so he must still be back there. Before you locate Bonnie and Chica, you discover a situation that demands immediate attention. The lights in the men's restroom are out. You must replace the light bulbs before your shift ends, and it's better to do it sooner than later. Okay. Fritz is Foxy, lore. I don't know about that. Oh, well, yeah, Fritz is Foxy, but yeah, you're noticing it says Fritz here, and then it had Foxy. Do not forget about Foxy. Yeah. Glad they restored the vintage. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I must have zoned out or something. Vintage animatronic. The brown bear is dapper as always in his black top hat and bow tie. You're glad they restored the vintage animatronic with his classic look. I guess that's because obviously withered Freddy and FNAF 1 Freddy look quite different. So I guess that's sort of a reference to that. Because this is going to be taking place in 1993, I would assume, or at least when FNAF 1 takes place. I think it's referring to Fredbear. Maybe. Actually, that true. Retrofit theory confirmed. I wouldn't go that far. I would say it's good support for it. Ozone zoning out, no way. Oh, classic. Okay. So, do we inspect the desk? Do we exit through the door on our left? Do we exit through the door on our right? Or do we check the cameras again? Oh my gosh, there's so many decisions already. Think about it like a spider diagram. Not a spider diagram. Well, yeah, sort of a spider diagram. Or like a flow chart. We already have four different ways we can go. And each of those ways are going to go different ways as well. So, that's kind of crazy. So let's do a poll. It is poll time. I'm sure that you have really missed these polls. So, start a poll. What do we do? Inspect the desk. Sorry, you're going to hear me typing. Inspect the desk. Left door, right door, or was it a flashlight or something? Let me have a look. Check the cameras again. Okay. Check cameras. ASMR, yeah. Literally ASMR keyboard typing. I love the sound of the keyboard when it comes to the mic. Oh my gosh, we have 120 viewers? How? I didn't realize. Hello guys. We're all gonna be voting, okay. My stream is saying my bitrate is too low or something, but I think it's fine. I haven't had any dropped frames, so I think we should be good. So 69% are saying inspect the desk, 21% saying check cameras. I do agree that the left and right doors are a little bit like why would you pick those? It's just kind of a bit of a random choice. Hi guys, hi the puppet, Naku Gamer, Electro Plays, Mr. Cupcake be getting the attention he needs. You better not be spoiling it because I don't think we've seen Mr. Cupcake. And actually I should have said this before, but obviously no spoilers. If you've already read the leaks or if you've read the book, please don't spoil in the chat. I'm just checking this out because I'm waiting for my book to come for my house. That is exciting. A part of me really wants to get the paperback copies, but like it's also just really fun doing these streams and actually being able to see. Lower bitrate, yeah, I know what it means. I'm getting like a message on YouTube saying you should turn up your bitrate, and I'm like, no, I don't have any dropped frames, so I'm not gonna do that. I think I'm in a fine place. First time I'm reading this right now. Okay, cool. Yeah, as long as we're not spoiling, if there are people who know spoilers and stuff. You look fine to me. Good. Obviously, let me know if there's any issues with the stream. Okay, so 2 minutes, and 67% have said inspect the desk. So I think we're going to be inspecting the desk. To be honest, if I was doing this by myself, I think I would also do the same option. I think it seems like the most intriguing, like inspecting things and stuff. The new day shift security guard left quite a mess. Scrunched up food wrappers and empty soda cups everywhere. You know it can be hard to stay awake while watching cameras for 6 hours, but there's an unspoken rule in this office. Keep it clean for the next person. You're going to have to leave a passive-aggressive note before you finish tonight. They'll never make Employee of the Month with an attitude like that. Just because we don't often meet our fellow employees doesn't mean we aren't part of the same friendly Fazbear family. Trademarked. It's important to have some pride and consideration. This is one of the reasons you agreed to record those training videos for new hires and leave phone messages as part of orientation. It helps you feel a connection to the other guards. That's very interesting. So let's reread that really quickly. I don't want to go too deep into lore today, but let's reread this. So he hasn't met his fellow employees, but he is part of the friendly Fazbear family. Trademark. It's important to have pride and consideration. One of the reasons he is agreeing to do so, he just wants to be part of the family almost, and he wants to be employee of the quarter and stuff like that. Okay, cool. This has to be phone guy. Yeah, at this point, it's phone guy. I have no doubt. And like, why would Scott do that red herring? You know, he would make a book that looks like it's for phone guy, but it's just some random guard in some random location in some random time. You hope hearing a calm voice helps them keep a level head when things get tense, and it's nice to know that even after you leave this job, part of you will always remain here. Oh, that's cool. The remnants of you will remain here, you could say. You yank open the top metal drawer, and yup, More trash. You pluck out the crumpled balls of paper and soda cups and spot something small and shiny at the bottom of the desk. A paperclip. Yes! Paperclip achieved. Those always come in handy. You slip it into your pocket and finish tidying up the office. I swear I have a paperclip on me somewhere. Somewhere. All those soda cups remind you about the restroom and those broken lights you have to take care of. Okay. So, we have a paperclip. Cool. Because that was one thing on easy mode that you get for free. But it's cool to know that you could just get it straight away in hard mode anyway. I'm going to get an image of a paperclip. Should I get some silly images? Okay. This is going to be really stupid. I'm going to get some silly images of all of our items that we get. Although these are copyrighted. Yeah. Yeah, silly images only. I want this. Okay. Let me just save this and then you'll see it in a second. Why is... Oh. I was like, why is this called something erotic? And it turns out that the image actually has an erotic short story joke or something. I don't know. You'll see. I mean, no, wait. That sounds bad. That sounds bad. Just believe me, it's fine. Where did it go? Okay, I'm so bad at streaming, man. I need somebody to just like stream for me and I'll do all the reading. Why? Oh, it's because it's a web. Oh, that's stupid. Okay, let me just do this. Okay. 50 Shades of Freddy's. 50 Shades of Purple, more like. Okay. Image. Okay. I have it now. I have it. Here we go. It's covering my face cam. Hello. Okay. So we have a paperclip. Yay. Yay.wav. Okay, there we go. So we have a paperclip, guys. You're doing a great job. Yes! First decision and I didn't die. I'm basically the best night guard in town. Okay. So, you're doing a great job. I love that. Oh, you're probably talking about the stream. Sorry, I thought you meant like in terms of the book. So we're back here now. And the second best option that you guys said was checking the cameras. So I'm going to check the cameras now. I swear, if I die... It's always a good idea to check monitors to see where the animatronics are at any given time, especially if you're thinking about leaving the office. You quickly click through the camera feed. Freddy is on the stage, but he's moved since the last time you looked in on him. He's sorry. He's facing the camera now, his eyes seemingly gazing into your soul as if to say, I know that you're watching. Ooh, you shudder. Who watches the watcher? White eyes peer from behind the curtain in Pirate Cove and then blink out. Not so fast, Foxy. You can't find Chica anywhere, but the camera in the kitchen has been broken for a while. We are in the FNAF 1 location. There you go. It only picks up audio, no video. Something is in there, rattling pots and pans and banging cabinet doors. The giant yellow chicken has a voracious appetite. Sounds like she's a bit peckish and looking for a midnight snack. Bonnie? Where's Bonnie? There! In the West Hall, heading towards the security office. Okay, so then, it turns out then that Bonnie's in the West Hall, so surely we should not go to the West Hall, you know? So now I'm going to do a really quick, another poll really quick, and I'm going to ask you guys if we should go left door or right door. Which door? Left. Right. Oh, right. I don't know why one is in caps and one isn't, but it must have been because I turned caps lock on accidentally. There we go. Why do all the chicas have that appetite thing? I think it's just it's like all chicas are kind of it's just like a yeah. It's just like if you're a chica, then you have that. It's an attribute of all chicas. And yeah. Fun time chica. She's hungry for something else. It's pretty even with left or right. We have 58% of people saying right. It would be dumb for us to go where Bonnie is. I would agree. I would agree. Once again, if I was playing this myself, I would probably go right based on that information from camera. We want chaos. I think 42% of you want chaos. I think that's what I think. Maybe have the items under the camera on the left-hand side. We'll kind of make do. If it's blocking text, you guys can let me know as well. But I think we're fine at the moment. We have our little clippy. Hopefully phone guy knows his lefts and rights. What a strange comment. Thank you guys all, by the way, for sticking around. This is really cool that we got 140 people in. What do you think of creepy animatronics before FNAF? Like, there was a creepy pig animatronic in the Rugrats, as well as Chubby and obese yellow rat in Dexter's lab. I actually didn't know any of that. And I didn't know what an animatronic really was before FNAF. I'm not going to lie. I must have heard of like Chuck E. Cheese and stuff before FNAF. I mean, I'm trying to think of like who I was like 10 years ago, and it's really hard to think. But yeah, I don't know. I can't really remember. Left or right? We have 56% saying right. We'll probably have our first game over going to Bonnie. I would assume so, because Bonnie's the most active on the first night, of course. If this is going to follow the same logic as FNAF 1. I don't think the chat wants to let you live in this game based on the choices. We don't really have animatronics in the UK. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, I don't live in the UK. I live in on an island off of the UK. But yeah, I don't have any animatronics where I'm from. It's a really like American thing. It is. I first heard of animatronics from a regular show. Great. Okay, which door? We're going through the right door. Let me get here. Okay. Door on your right. Okay, cool. We haven't died. The restrooms are located on the east side of the restaurant, so you head through the door on your right. You glance at the rules for safety poster as you exit the security office. You don't know why they're posted in this corner where kids shouldn't be anyway. The rules certainly don't apply to you, especially number 8, leave before dark. What about don't poop on the floor? Does that apply to me? You laugh nervously. The hallway is decorated with cheerful stars and a checkerboard stripe matching the floor tiles, but the dim light from the lone fixture overhead makes the fading decor seem almost sinister, especially the vintage character posters for Chica, Freddy, and Bonnie. You thought you heard something, but it was far off. A clanking sound, maybe from the kitchen, the kind of sound a 6-foot-tall animatronic chicken might make if it knocked a metal pot off a counter. You pause and strain your ears to listen, but you hear nothing more. You reach the dining area. An overhead light illuminates 6 long tables, already prepped for a party with confetti tablecloths and party hats lined up. You start to make your way to the restrooms, but you freeze at the sound of slow, heavy footsteps. Okay, what I will say about this book compared to VIP is this one has a lot more choices in it. So we're going to have to do another poll. And I'm not going to do a poll for every choice, but I think we're going to get started with a few polls. I think it's quite fun. What now? Under the table, do we hurry to bathroom or knock over? Oh, or table distraction. There we go. Do you think the puppet will be here? Seeing as the puppet isn't in FNAF 1, I don't think so, but it would be really cool to see the puppet here. It really would. Isle of Man, are you from North Island? I assumed you were a Brit. Okay. I'm from Guernsey. It's one of the Channel Islands. You might want to take it easy on polls. There are a lot of choices in this. Yeah, I assume so looking at this, but we're gonna do a few at the beginning, and then we're going to kind of ease it off because we want to get through this book. I know that you guys want to get this through this book as much as I do. But we're still gonna take it a little bit slow, so that we can actually digest what's happening. It seems like people are wanting us to hurry to the bathroom, so I'm going to hurry to the bathroom. I'm kidding. What's your house location? 0800. That's a phone number. Never mind. If you hurry to the bathroom, okay. No, guys, you are supposed to guide me to the right location. Okay. You don't like being out in the open here. If you can make it to the restroom, you can try to block the door to keep the animatronics out while you replace the light bulbs. You race toward the restroom, the rubber soles of your shoes squeaking on the red and blue vinyl tiles. But remember, the animatronics are surprisingly fast when they want to be. You only make it halfway across the dining area before powerful yellow arms grab you from behind. Your blood-curdling scream drowns out the whir of animatronic servos and cracking bones. That's a really cool ending. Well, not an ending, but that's a really cool game over. As I said last time, what I think is really cool about these books is the fact that it gets to do lots of different endings and lots of different final lines. And I say that in quotation marks because, like, a lot of the time in FNAF books, especially, the final lines are the most blood-curdling part, the best part of the book. Because, like, it gives you the chills, or it completely finishes off a story, or it makes you tear up a little bit. And so I love that it gets to do that multiple times now in one book. This ending isn't canon, obviously. Yes. Love hug. That's so funny. Yeah, Chica just gave him a big hug. Let's try again. I don't like that we have to go through all this again, but there you go. Okay, so instead, I think I'm going to make the executive choice, and I'm going to hide under the table. I think the thing about knocking over the table as a distraction is I don't know if I want to be. I don't know if I'm like the noisy person. I'm not very aggressive. I would rather be sneaky, stealthy. I would rather hide than kind of try and attack or like distract or whatever. So let's do this. That's cool artwork. That's really cool. You scramble under a table and lie on your stomach, peering out from under the tablecloth. Now you feel the vibration of footsteps as well as hear them. They plod toward the dining area. The animatronic would be moving faster if it knew your location. If you take a break for it and stay low behind the tables, you might be able to reach the restrooms without being spotted. Or you can cower here silently and hope whoever it is moves on soon. Okay, there's genuinely so many choices. Okay, if you keep waiting, or if we hurry towards the bathroom, we're not going to hurry towards the bathroom because we just did that and we died. If you have the bonus item, that's strange. The bonus item? There's literally an item called the bonus item. Chica in WWE. If this book does each night, then one of the Night 4 endings will probably be the canon ones. Yes. And obviously the reason for that is because in FNAF 1, Night 4 is when Phone Guy tragically dies. We literally hear it. So actually, I'm going to not take a drink. I'm going to take a drink next time we do a poll. Are you having fun yet? Thanks, Vanny. Yes, I'm having so much fun. If you keep waiting, we're going to keep waiting under the table. They say discretion is the better part of valor. So you keep hiding and waiting. Definitely not because you're too scared to budge. No. The footsteps cease, and you wonder if the animatronic is waiting for you. You clamp a hand over your mouth and count the dried pale wads of gum stuck to the bottom of the table. 7. Gross! After several minutes, which seem more like an hour, you're pretty sure the coast is clear. From your vantage point on the floor, you don't see any oversized animal feet in your immediate vicinity. It's time to make your move. Do we head to the restroom, or do we check the tabletop first? And that's the only things. Well, we tried to go to the restroom before, as I say. Although Chica is now past, that's the thing. So we could go to the restroom. I'm actually scared that if we check the tabletop, I'm scared if we check the tabletop, maybe we won't be looking at our surroundings and Cheek will sneak up on us. A lot of you guys are saying check it. Be safe just in case. I guess Restroom isn't very safe, is it? Because we knew before that killed us, but Chica's just walked past us. So like Chica's not near that end now. She's walked past us, so we can now dart to the restroom. But you guys are saying table, I think. So I'm gonna check the tabletop first. If I die, I swear. Okay, fine. You crawl out from under the table and grab it to pull yourself up. Your legs are a bit shaky. There isn't a lot on the table. The flimsy white vinyl tablecloth is decorated with colourful confetti. It's disposable, so after a party the staff can just scoop up all the plates, food scraps and other detritus and toss it all into a garbage bag. It's wasteful but faster and cheaper than having to launder dozens of fabric tablecloths post children's birthday parties every single day. 5 pointed party hats with different coloured stripes are lined up in the middle of the table. Something shiny catches your eye. A foil gum wrapper. You sigh and slip it into a pocket to discard later. People just leave their trash wherever they feel like it. This wouldn't have happened in the old days when working at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza was a badge of honour. The franchise has truly fallen on hard times thanks to these pernicious rumours about missing kids and the lingering bad press from the bite of 87. If only the victim could tell what he did to provoke that attack, but he doesn't talk anymore or do much else, so the press completely blew the incident out of proportion, and the place hasn't been the same since. That makes it a little easier for you to be moving on, but you're going to be a model employee right up to the end. I think we went through this in the preview. I think we went through this page. I think I said something about bad press and the fact that Ralph is actually blaming the press for the incident, or blaming the press for blowing the incident out of proportion, when actually the incident probably wasn't that far out of proportion. It's a Fazbear Entertainment thing, you know. He said the thing. Yeah, when did Markiplier show up, guys? When did Markiplier show up? So, gum wrapper. I need to find a picture of a gum wrapper. This is going to be hard, guys. It's going to be well hard. Gum wrapper. Here we go. I'm a rapper, and I got some gum. Stick it in my finger and then stick it in my thumb. Okay. That's a lovely gum wrapper. Lovely stock photos of gum wrappers here. I have so many choices. Okay. Get an image. Okay. There we go. Here is our gum wrapper. This actually makes me really want one of those sticks of gum. They're so cool. They're really tasty. Ralph is biased for the company. Absolutely. As we've already heard, he's doing things for like Employee of the Month, and he has been 22 times Employee of the Month, I guess. He's like very dedicated to Freddy's. Makes me wonder why this is his last week, almost. And to be honest, he seems really chill. You know, like he's realizing. He's realized obviously the animatronics are a bit quirky at night. But it seems like it's been a while. OCD, they're not lined up. I'm so sorry. Is that better? I'll do that. Alright. Ozone turning into Michael Afton with a gun. I was wondering who was the first person who was going to say it. If anybody doesn't know what that is a reference to, that is a reference to Step Closer, in which Pete chews watermelon gum, and it's in the logbook too that Mike chews gum relentlessly. So there you go. Welcome, Scraps. Glad that you have your priorities set for people's streams. Thanks for coming to mine first. Doesn't matter. Okay. You step into the men's restroom and shut the door. Okay, so now we are in the restroom. Okay, that's fine. So we would have come here anyway. The antiseptic scent of bleach still pervades the air, which is far from the worst thing you've whiffed in there. You try to look around, but it's too dark with both lights out. That's why you're here. What are the odds that 2 bulbs would burn out at the same time? Maybe there was some kind of power surge. After all, the wiring in the building is ancient. That's probably why the cameras always glitch and monitors in the security office keep overloading. That might even explain some of the strange behavior exhibited by the animatronics. Unless you shake your head. You're in the dark when it comes to that stuff. In this case, literally. Just focus on your job, you think. Focus on getting home to Capellia. Everything else is way above your pay grade. Okay, so we can replace the first light bulb, listen at the door, or inspect the sink. No poll this time. I'm going to make the decision myself. So we can replace the bulb. So I'm assuming. I think we want to start replacing the bulbs. Maybe listen at the door or inspect the sink. Is this going to be like a FNAF 4 thing? Where like, well, obviously you can't listen to a book. Well, you are listening to a book right now because audiobook. But like, we're not going to be listening to the book for breathing. Is this going to be like you have to do the right thing at the right time? Like you can't try and repair the lights like 3 times consecutively, otherwise you'll die because you haven't been checking the door and stuff. That would be really cool. I miss chewing gum. I have braces and I can't for a while. Oh no. He named his daughter after his denial to the murders at Freddy's. I don't know what that means. Sorry, I have no idea what that means. I'm going to replace the first light bulb and see what happens. How many night watchmen does it take to change a light bulb? None. They refuse to do it because if they chase away the night, they're out of a job. You smile to yourself as you take a detour to retrieve a step stool and a new bulb from a maintenance closet. You often make up jokes in your head while you're working, and you can't wait to get home to inflict your latest creations on Capellia. She'll groan loudly and say affectionately, "Bad joke, Dad." You remind her that telling dad jokes is a mandatory requirement of all fathers, and you never shirk on your duty. He seems like a good father, to be honest. The boring, real answer to the question is, of course, 1. You finish twisting the new bulb inside the socket and say, "Let there be light," as it flickers on, casting the bathroom in its warm glow. You blink as your eyes adjust from the darkness. The white portion in urinals and sinks are gleaming. This is the cleanest the bathroom will be all day. Once the restaurant opens and kids are unleashed to eat and play, this will quickly become one of the most disgusting rooms in the facility. 1 light down, 1 to go. Why do books describe things so odd? Because it's setting things up, you know? It's just setting everything up. So now we can replace the second light bulb. We can listen at the door again, or we can inspect the sink. So it is going to be a situation where it's like we are progressing through the night, and if we're not doing the right thing at the right time. So right here, I'm going to demonstrate. This is where I think we should listen to the door. Because I think if we just keep replacing the light bulbs, surely an animatronic at some point is going to come up to us when we're not looking. So I think, let's listen to the door. Your caution pays off. You hear footsteps outside. Yes! Yes! Moving much more quickly than Bonnie or Chica usually do, getting louder by the second. It's Foxy! While you've been in the restroom, you haven't been keeping an eye on Pirate's Cove. Foxy must have left his attraction. You hope he didn't hear you working in here, but he does have big ears. They're among the few parts that still function on the tattered old animatronic. Yeah, he's on his way to the restroom right now, and he doesn't have much time before... And you don't have much time before he gets to you. Okay, so we want to barricade the door or hide in a stool. The thing about this is obviously in FNAF 1 we know barricading the door works. We know closing the... Okay, when he says barricading the door though, is that does that mean closing the door? Because I think if we barricade the door, it will work. Because that's what happens in FNAF 1. Like, I'm using my FNAF 1 knowledge. People are saying the opposite to me, of course. People are saying hide. Capella is a story about a mechanical doll. Oh, so that's creepy that, yeah, that's creepy that he named his child after that. Barricade means blocking, I'm sure. That's what I mean, like, I think barricading means blocking, but either way, we're closing the door, right? They don't want you to die, Ozone, I swear. I'm gonna barricade. And I swear, if that was a spoiler... That was a spoiler. Edinburgh, you're going to be muted soon. I'm kidding. Yeah, so this is great. So it seems like barricading the door didn't work. You can't lock the door because kids always find a way to get themselves trapped inside the restroom. So you look around for something to shove against it. The trash can doesn't look heavy enough, and you're out of time. Foxy is outside. Wait. Hang on a second. We only got a trash can? Oh, I forgot we were in the bathroom. Yeah, there's nothing to barricade the door. Oh, that's so stupid. Foxy's outside. The door moves inward and you lean your back against it, pushing it closed again with all your might as if your life depends on it, which it does. The light bulb you just changed starts flickering as Foxy's metal hook bangs and scrapes against the door. Each impact sends a jolt through your body, vibrating in your bones. You hope Foxy will just go away, but he just keeps pounding on the door and screeching. Sweat pours down your face and your feet slide on the slick tiles. You're losing your grip on the bathroom door and on reality. The door opens enough to let him get his metal hook inside. The pointed tip is an inch away from your right eye. All you have to do is hold the door until 6 a.m. Unfortunately, you can't even hold it for 6 seconds. That's a really cool ending. I really like that. That was worded really well. These last two lines, really good. Genuinely just really good writing. That's why I thought it was a trick option. No reason for planks or anything useful to be in a bathroom. I actually forgot we were in the bathroom. I thought we were in the main office. I just keep going. I keep thinking and envisioning FNAF 1. So, mods meet that guy. All deaths in this book are cool. That's great to hear. Death is cool, I guess. I'm so emo. Okay, let's try again. Actually, let's just use this. Okay. So instead of barricading the door, let's hide in the stool. Hide. You have to hide. You can't fit in the maintenance closet. It's too small and cramped, full of mops, buckets and cleaning supplies. Your only option is to duck into one of the stools and stand on the toilet like you did in elementary school when you needed to get away from the mean kids. Now that you think about it, maybe that's one of the reasons you became a security guard, so you could help those who can't help themselves. Of course, you imagined that you would be armed in order to protect and serve, but weapons of any kind aren't allowed at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Nothing kills a kid's party more than seeing someone with a taser hanging out in the corner, even if he is the good guy. You dash to the first bathroom stool but find that it's locked from the inside. It's secured with a simple slide bolt latch. You might be able to get it open if you had something thin enough to fit between the door and the jamb. I love how they said, no weapons of any kind aren't allowed at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Because that would be dangerous. That would be dangerous, guys. Why would we have weapons in Freddy Fazbear's Pizza? We don't want to hurt people. Phone guy bullied confirmed. I did have that theory a while back that the phone guy was Michael, which is a bit oops, because of the Foxy was my favorite. Use Clippy. He needs attention. Maybe I should ask Clippy for his opinion. So, at this point in time, we can barricade the restroom door. We can try the next stool over, or we can use a paper clip to fit between the door and the jam. So I'm going to use that because obviously, sorry guys if you just had an ad. I apologize if there was an ad just there, or at least I got one. If you have a paper clip and want to use it, I want to use a paper clip. Oh, there was actually an ad. Some people actually got an ad. Yeah, I'm going to use a paper clip. So let's get rid of the Clippy. Bye, Clippy. See you later. I'm sure I will see you later, to be honest. Okay. You check your pockets for the paper clip you found earlier. Got it. You straighten out the wire and then bend one end of it up in a right angle. Foxy isn't the only one with a hook now. Great. You insert your new makeshift tool between the door and the frame and fiddle around. It only takes you a second to catch the knob of the bolt and slide the lock open. The door swings out towards you. You slip into the stool and pull the door closed. You don't believe this. The door won't stay shut. The slide bolt is jammed now. Oops! And you can't lock the door. What rotten luck. Foxy's footsteps stop right outside the restroom. What now? Oh no. Wait. So we just wasted a paperclip because we don't have chewed gum. Ah. So I understand that. I understand that now. So it looks like we tried to use the paperclip and it almost worked, but we need one more step in order to make it fully work. So that's unfortunate. We don't have chewed gum. I wasted Clippy. No! Clippy! Rip. We move, he hears us. Okay. So we don't have chewed gum. So next stool or do we hold the door shut? We already held the door shut before, so we have to well, did we do that? I don't think we did, right? That wasn't the ending that we just got. We're going to try the next stool over. Wow, third death. This is going great. Night one is going great, guys. The easiest night. The next stool over is open, but before you can get inside it, the bathroom door bangs open and slams against the wall, loud as a gunshot. Foxy the pirate is here. And he knows how to make an entrance. His exposed metal feet clink against the floor as he steps into the bathroom. The porcelain tiles crack under the pressure of his weight. His eye patch is pulled up, so both of his glowing white eyes are focused intently on you. He scrapes his hook along the wall as he stalks towards you, and then he starts humming. Da 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 da. Foxy used to sing in stage shows with Freddy, Bonnie and Chica until he was banished to Pirate Cove and left to be forgotten. So when was that then? Because we haven't seen that before. We've never seen that. We've never seen Foxy with the other guys. That's interesting. The tune is slow and unsettling, but you can't quite remember the song, at least not in the short time you have left. Big oof. Big rip. I'm actually going to... my back is aching, so I'm going to try and sit back like this. Hopefully, it's still a good face cam. Okay, there we go. I might be a bit shaky, that's the thing. Foxy was a music man. Great lore. Fantastic lore. Singing sea shanties? Yeah, probably. Well, the thing is, but you say before Foxy was out of order, but Foxy had his own stage. Let me just. Ooh, hello. Zoom into my chest. I was just adjusting the couch. You say that, but Foxy had his own stage before it was out of order. So, I don't know what I'm saying. This is such a scuffed stream, by the way. This is so funny. So that's our third death. Freaking third death. Fantastic. I don't want to go back there. I want to go back to here. So instead, let's hold the door shut. Oh wow, another game over. Okay. You tried to hold the stall door closed, but it's difficult to maintain a grip on the small knob of the broken slide bolt latch. It keeps slipping from between your finger and thumb. The restroom door bangs open loudly enough to make you wince. The crash echoes along with heavy clanging steps on the tiled floor. It's definitely Foxy. His plush costume is worn away and tattered all over, leaving his endoskeleton legs and feet completely exposed. Why is he still here? He should have left the restroom when he didn't find anyone inside. Please go away, Foxy. The stall door rattles in its frame as you shift your precarious hold on it. It's an almost imperceptible sound and movement, but you hear the servos of Foxy's ears as they swivel in your direction. My, what large ears you have. You suppress a mad giggle as panic overcomes you. A horrible scream rends the air, and the stall door is yanked out of your grasp as Foxy rips it right off its hinges. He rushes towards you, eyes wild and mouth wide. Great. Fourth death. So yes, as Ivan has said, I've encountered a dead end, so I have to go back. I have to retrace, which means, yes, guys, Clippy has been resurrected. I knew this would happen. It was just destined to happen. It was my destiny. Here we go. Clippy is back, guys. Yay! Maybe I should just have Clippy on my face or something. There we go. Haha, I'm Clippy. Was that the bite of 93? Ah! Okay. So we have our paperclip back. So really, we need to find chewing gum. Is what really needs to happen. But let's go back. So this is where we need the chewed gum, and then this is where we made the decision to use the paperclip. So, we want to wait, but we just did this, didn't we? Yeah. So it looks like we are at a complete dead end. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So this is already a lot harder than VIP. I will say that. That's a dead end. Oh my gosh. Okay. So. Okay. So that was listening at the door. So instead we want to do something else, I think. So let's test out replacing the second light bulb. Oh my god. I'm going to die so many times in this book. This is only night one. You've just removed the second burnt out bulb from when you hear something big run up to the restroom door. Foxy, you think, just before he bursts the door open. The tattered crimson fox gapes at you, one eye covered with a black patch, jaw hanging slack to reveal vicious teeth. His right arm is raised threateningly, with a sharp silver hook on the end where his hand should be. Everything about this animatronic screams not for kids, which is probably why his attraction has been marked out of order for the reopening. So there you go. He had his own attraction, but it's only just been marked out of order. Though as far as you know, he's never bitten any kids. Ooh. Oh, wait. No kids. Okay, I was going to say, this confirms that Foxy didn't do the bite of 87, but not necessarily. Because we know the bite of 87 was probably an adult. And this says he's never bitten any kids. So it doesn't account for adults at all, logically. You're so bad at this, bro. I don't know. I don't think you can be bad at a book. I'm just reading. But now Foxy is literally screaming and rushing towards you. You hurl the light bulb in your hand at him, but it shatters harmlessly against his head and broken shards of glass tinkle on the floor tiles. Great move. Now he's really agitated. The good news is you won't have to clean up the mess. The bad news is You are the mess. Great. Fantastic. So there's another ending. Guys, I'm not dying loads. I'm just trying to get all the endings, obviously. I'm just trying to complete the book. So we don't want to replace the second light bulb. We don't want to listen at the door. Let's inspect the sink. And actually, I remember the preview now, and I think this is where you get chewed gum. Never mind. One of the sinks is lower than the other to make it easier for kids to reach the faucets, just as one of the urinals is at a child's height. It's a thoughtful detail in a place designed for children and families. Heavy feet are running in the dining area. The sound rapidly gets louder. You barely have time to process what's happening when the door bursts open. You see glowing white eyes and in the dim light recognize the tall, lean silhouette of Foxy the pirate. His wicked sharp teeth and the metal hook on the end of his right arm glint in the dark bathroom. Seeing Foxy up close usually sends a thrill through you. You used to stop in to see him every day at the end of your shift until they closed his attraction and warned everyone to stay out of Pirate's Cove. The tattered animatronic rushes toward you in an eye blink. Your combined screams reverberate deafeningly in the bathroom. Your final thought before the darkness becomes permanent is, "But you were my favorite." Aww. So another Phone Guy reference. There you go. So this is definitely Phone Guy at this point. I don't know why I keep doing that. Okay. So dead end everywhere until at least we get some gum. So I need some gum. It's 1:15 gum. I'm all a gum. Let's inspect the sink because I think I remember the preview of this book, and I don't want to obviously take away from the thing, but I think this is how you get the gum. There we go. Drinking game. Take a shot every time Ozone dies. Can you guys count how many deaths I have? Yeah, we're not dying loads. We're just trying to 100%. This would be a good drinking game, to be fair. I could make it a drinking game. Maybe tomorrow I'll make it a drinking game. I'll have a drink. I'll have a shot every time I die. Better not get more deaths in Psychic. How many deaths did Psychic get? Plink, plink, plink. That dripping faucet is so annoying. You can't concentrate on anything else. You turn to your right and feel for the sinks as you edge along the wall. When you reach them, you tighten the hot and cold water taps until the drip stops. The sink... Sorry. I have like weird hiccups. Where like for a very split second, I can't talk. So it's really weird. The sink is filled with water. It appears that something is clogging the drain. You probe it and feel something soft and slimy. You pry it loose and squish it in your fingers. It's slightly sticky. You raise it to your nose and sniff tentatively. Chewed gum. Ew. With the obstruction removed, the water drains out of the sink, gurgling down the pipes. Okay. So we have chewed gum. And this time, I can take a screenshot of it. So I'm going to do that. And then, I don't know why that isn't... I don't know why there aren't images for every item that you get, but it's fair enough. Okay, here's our chewed gum. We love some gum. It's only going to be here for 2 seconds because we're going to turn back and we are going to... I forgot where to go. Oh, I think it's first light bulb. Yeah, and then listen at the door. And then hide in a stool. Paperclip. Chewed gum. Hey! Okay, so we got through the first part, I think. So, okay, everybody say bye to Clippy. Clippy's gonna rest in possession. Okay, there we go. So we still have a chewing gum wrapper, I believe, at least, if I did everything right. Bye, Clippy, we loved you. You guys care about Clippy way too much. Okay, So you pull the wad of chewed gum from your pocket and pick lint off it. It's still soft and slightly sticky. You wedge it into the door lock and the door stays closed. You sigh with relief and crouch on the toilet, tucking your feet under you and out of view. The restroom door creaks open and bumps against the wall. Someone is there, waiting in the doorway. Waiting, watching, waiting. Somehow you manage to remain perfectly still, and eventually, whoever it is, leaves. Right, because we don't actually know that it's Foxy at this point. Because all the other options said, like, you see a silhouette of Foxy. But we don't know. Like, if we took this route initially, we wouldn't actually know this is Foxy. So, if you open the door and look outside, or if you peek under the stool. I mean, to be honest, I think peeking is probably the better option here. Let's do a poll, just because I can. And because, obviously, I get tired of talking a lot. So I kind of want to have a few breaks from speaking. So, it is your guys' turn to decide. We are going to... What now? Open door or peek under stool? There we go. Poll is active. Go and vote. Guys, 160 viewers. I am really pleased with that. Thank you guys for watching. Yeah, I think most of you are going to say peek. That's pretty peak. I think today at least. I mean, we've kind of ruined it already. But we kind of want to try and get as little deaths as possible. And then tomorrow, when we stream, we're going to try and get all of the secrets and stuff. Pee break before we peek. Yeah, sure. Pee break. Everybody go to the toilet if you need to go to the toilet right now. We're going to take just a minute. Tomorrow, when? Same time tomorrow, I think. And to be honest, I don't know if this book is going to take 2 days to get through or 3 days to get through. I'm completely fine with either. But either way, we are going to be covering this whole book this week. And I'm glad we have a lot of people to do it with. 170 concurrent viewers right now. Crazy. This is one of my highest viewed streams, I will say. Why do you guys keep doing this? So evil. I'm gonna miss 2 streams. Does it look like I care? No, that's unfortunate. What if I am currently watching this on the shitter? Okay. Didn't need to know that. Okay. I hope it's going well though. I hope it's going well. Oh. Okay. Wireless headphones so I can pee the whole time you're reading. Oh no. I really hate thinking that. I really hate thinking there are people in the world somewhere that are sitting on the toilet and they've got wireless headphones in, or they've brought their laptop into, or like their phone into the toilet, and they're watching me whilst on the toilet. Put your hand up if you've ever done that for one of my videos or streams. I assume there are people in here that have done that. It's just weird to me. I mean, obviously, like, it's a natural human thing, but but it just feels weird to me. I have you on speaker. Fantastic. Ah! Sorry. Alexa, play Rick Astley, Never Gonna Give You Up. I'm hoping someone, I got someone with that. Okay. All right. We are going to peek under the stool. Because 87%, good number, 87% said peek under the stool. So that's what we're going to do. Are we still on night 1? Yeah. That's the thing. We are still on night 1. But it's good that these books are quite long, actually. Peek under the stool. Okay. So good so far. Or so far, so good. You lower yourself gently to the floor of the stool, freezing anytime you make the slightest sound, and waiting for a moment before you continue. Soon you are lying on your belly, grateful that the restroom has been so thoroughly cleaned. You peer out from under the door, no sign of the metal legs and feet of Foxy's exposed endoskeleton. From here you can glimpse a sliver of the restroom hallway, and beyond that, the dining area. All is quiet. You'll lie there for a few more minutes to be sure that you're alone, and to settle down and catch your breath. That was too close. You're getting nervous about being outside the security office with its cameras and door locks to make you feel, well, more secure. But before you can head back there, you need to finish your job for the night. You stare up at the second broken light bulb. You're the only thing standing between me and home tonight, you say. So I'm talking to inanimate objects now. And myself. That's awesome. You've been through a lot lately. You're tempted to leave now, knowing that someone on the day shift will have to replace the bulb and fix that bathroom door if you don't. But like you said in one of your training videos for the restaurant, you can't spell team without M and E. After the Bite of 87, you heard some of the staff twist that around to you can't spell team without MEAT. Bit cringe, but okay. You didn't much appreciate that. People deal with tragedy and loss in their own ways, sometimes with humour. But hey, at least it shows they were listening during orientation. Oh, Ralph. Replace the second light bulb or look inside the second bathroom stall. Okay, so now we're at like another point in night one where we have an option to make. And what I really like about this so far compared to VIP is that it's basically the same options each time, but obviously it's different times. It's different times of the night, so that will affect what actually happens. So do we replace the second light bulb, or do we look inside the second bathroom stall? Whatever the first person to say an answer, I'm gonna do. What's in the stall? An item, maybe? Maybe actually, because like it says just look inside. It doesn't say hide or anything. So yeah, people are looking inside the stool. Okay, look inside the stool. The close call with Foxy has you on edge, jumping at shadows and constantly glancing over your shoulder. You're pretty sure the second bathroom stall is empty. So why do you hear hoarse, garbled whispers coming from inside? Huh? You can't make out the words, but it sounds like someone is reciting poetry or a song or a children's rhyme. Or maybe it's something, maybe it's a jingle from a TV commercial. Something stains, something remains. It's probably an ad for laundry detergent. That's amazing. But where's it coming from? You pull the door toward you slowly. Empty. Or not quite. A ballpoint pen is lying on the floor at the base of the toilet. You don't know how the cleaning crew missed that, but you're definitely going to shove it in their face. You step into the stool and retrieve the pen. The door of the stool bumps closed behind you. Your pulse quickens as you imagine yourself being trapped in here, but you force yourself to turn around calmly. That's when you see the words written on the inside of the door in angry scribbles of ink. It's me. Oh, weird. You'll have to leave a note for the crew to scrub that off first thing in the morning. And you'll be sure to suggest to management that they add no vandalism to the list of rules. Is no vandalism on the list of rules in FNAF 1? Chat? I can't remember. You exit the stall and go to replace the second broken light bulb. Ballpoint pen! Get in! We have a pen. It's about time. Now I can write my sins away. Okay, let me add this to the stream. Oops, that is a scene. I'm so bad at streaming. Image. Image. Browse. Desktop. Pen. Cool. So we have a pen. And we have our chewing gum wrapper. I never get why people write on bathroom doors. Yeah, beats me as well. It's very weird. Um, why is there an ad in the middle of the live stream? It's called YouTube. Yeah. You could ask the same thing about videos, really. It's, yeah, live stream videos, they're both the same. Okay. That's really cool. You can't wait to return to the security office, so you yank the bathroom door. Bonnie is in the doorway. The 6-foot-tall rabbit animatronic looks down at you with malevolent red eyes. Red eyes. Movie Bonnie. Groaning softly. His strained voice sounds uncannily human. You only have a split second to act, if it isn't already too late. Slam the door or slip past him. I'm going to take this to a vote because I don't actually know. This is a tough decision. What do we do? Slam the door. Slip past. Okay, there you go. Go give it a vote. Red eyes skull emoji. Can we not have spamming in the chat, please? I do probably agree, though. I think slipping past is probably the best option. Duck and weave under the legs. I don't know about that. I don't think you really want to get anywhere near him. Ditch this slowpoke. I think Bonnie is quite slow. He's also quite like chunky. So like it must take a while for him to like do things. Okay. So I think at this point it's probably slipped past him. Although I didn't actually look at the poll results, did I? Only 54% say slip past. Does anybody else have any? Does anyone else really want to put through a vote? I think it slipped past. I think I'm gonna end the poll there. Okay. So let's go back. Slip past. Bonnie's. Oh, guys, come on. No, I would have done the same thing. Bonnie seems bulky and slow. That's what I was saying. You think you can slip past him and run away. You're wrong. As you exit the bathroom, he seizes your left arm in a vice-like grip. No matter how much you pull and push, you can't get free. The more you struggle, the more he squeezes your arm. The pain is excruciating as your bones break. He ignores your screaming and drags you roughly across the dining area by your broken, useless arm. You go limp, dragging your heels to try to slow him down, but he carries you as easily as his electric guitar. Your throat is raw. You can't scream anymore, and there's no one to hear you anyway. The agony causes you to drift in and out of consciousness. You're vaguely aware that Bonnie has taken you backstage, where animatronic parts are stored for eventual maintenance. He drops you on the floor and turns to pick up a spare yellow Freddy costume. Yellow Freddy costume? He walks toward you with it, while you use your good arm to scoot away from him. Bonnie wants to put you inside the suit for some reason, even though there's no way you can fit inside along with all its motors and servos. If you manage to live through the experience, you'd be surprised at how much of you he manages to squeeze in. Wow, that's a cool one as well. Dun dun dun. We done got stuffed in Golden Freddy, guys. I mean, I'd see that as an achievement. I think that's pretty sick. Cassidy wants a roommate. I was thinking the new kid. The new kid. Okay. Cool. Any chatters want to say anything about that ending? No, it's just like a cool ending. I assume we got spring locked as well. Well, we just got stuffed, but yeah. I think both ways we die. Really? Let's have a look then. I don't think you're right. You slam the door in Bonnie's grinning face and hold it shut. He doesn't try to get in. He continues groaning for a short while, and then you hear his footsteps moving away. Phew, that was too close a call. There's no telling what Bonnie wanted with you. You just hope he's on his way back to the stage and won't be waiting for you, at the security office. Huh. Okay. A bit weird. Like this book is very unpredictable, right? Because before, if we tried to shut the door on Foxy, he got in. But this time we've shut the door on Bonnie, and we've been completely fine. So it's like it is just luck, basically. This book, but it's still fun. It's still fun. Choose your own adventure books are always fun. Okay. You sneak back into the security office without encountering any more animatronics. By the time you get there, it's 5:45 a.m. Your shift is almost over. You check the cameras. To your relief, Bonnie, Chica, and Freddy are all present on the stage, and the curtain is drawn at Pirate Cove. Previous night watchmen have reported the animatronics behaving strangely, but like everyone else, you dismissed their wild stories. Sometimes people fall asleep staring at the camera feeds, and they imagine things, bolstered by the old rumors and stories. The mind can be a funny thing, making it hard to distinguish hallucinations from reality. Now you feel bad for not believing them, and you know that if you let others tell others about what happened tonight, they won't believe you either. Perhaps they would even discourage you from talking about what you've seen. You would never do anything that would harm Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. You've put too much time in, put so much of yourself into your job that you're practically a part of it yourself. You never pictured yourself leaving, but it seems like it's the best time to go, especially considering everything that happened tonight. Just 4 more shifts left. You can do this. Okay. So we can tidy up, or we can sit down and wait for 6 a.m. Or if we have the bonus item, we can use it. But where's this bonus item coming from? I see no bonus item. Seems like a very secret item. Do we tidy up or wait? Chat? Any idea? I see a wait. Maid time? What? Tidy? The thing is, I really want to tidy. And that's the first time I've ever said that in my life. But like, waiting is the safer option. I feel like tidy might be beneficial for later. And I'm also thinking in terms of predicting what's going to happen if I pick that. I think I'm probably going to actually get an item from that, from tidying. If I tidy, it's like a 50-50 on whether I'll get an item or I'll die. I think. I'm willing to take my chances. I'm going to tidy. I'm going to tidy. Interesting. You start putting the security office back together the way it should be for the next shift. You toss all the garbage from the desk into the trash can. The sight of those food wrappers and soda cups sets your stomach growling. You haven't eaten in the last 6 hours. You clear out junk from the yellow lockers at the back of the room as well, including a year-old packet of toaster pastries that you choked down anyway because you're that hungry. Yum. Really, really odd detail right here. Yellow lockers at the back of the room. Where have we seen that? We obviously didn't see that in FNAF 1 because you can't turn around in FNAF 1. We saw that in Help Wanted, of course. In the FNAF 1 office in Help Wanted, you turn around, there you go. There's some yellow lockers. Actually, are they yellow? I think in my mind they're yellow, but maybe that's because it said yellow in the book. Which night am I in? I'm in night 1. This is only night 1. You can kind of see at the bottom it says 13%. That kind of tells you like roughly where we are, I guess. They are yellow. Okay, yeah, I assumed so. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yum. You return to the desk. 5 minutes to go. You click through the cameras. The animatronics are still where they belong. Already the events of the night are starting to seem like just a bad dream. Your attention falls on the poster behind the TV. Celebrate. It implores in bright bubble letters above a group photo of Bonnie, Freddy, and Chica. These lovable characters couldn't be capable of the horrors you've just experienced, could they? Maybe you've just been misinterpreting everything. This place can have that effect on people when it's late, and you're tired and hungry and lonely. You stare at the image while moving your head from side to side. From some angles, it looks like there's a bulge in the paper. Before you can investigate, a red light starts blinking on the telephone. What now? So we can wait for the end of our shift. We can investigate the poster that has a bulge in it. Or we can check the phone which has a flashing red light on it. I think poster. People are asking me if I can honk it. And I kind of want to know if I can honk it. Other people are saying telephone. Okay, this sounds like it's time for a poll. Because people actually have mixed opinions. I think that's probably the best time to do polls is when people are mixed on things. What do? We can wait. We can look at the poster, or we can look at the phone. Have a little vote away. No pressure. If we die, I will blame it on you. I don't think we can die here, to be honest. I think this is probably a thing where like you only get one chance. Because like if you wait, obviously you can't come back to the poster. You can't come back to the phone. If you do the poster, the phone's going to stop ringing. Actually, so maybe phone is probably the best option here. Because I imagine you do the phone, and then you can, like, once you've hung up, like, you don't have anything else urgent. But, like, the phone is the most urgent thing there. I'm just doing it from, like, a technical standpoint. Funnily enough, 54 votes, 0% have said wait. That's really funny. It is the boring option, to be fair. 61% have said poster, so let's do poster. Okay. Bam, 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 bam. You lean over the desk to get a closer look at the poster. There's definitely a bump on the wall under Freddy Fazbear's nose, giving it a 3D effect. Oh, it's gonna be a honk. Of course it is. There's one thing you've always wanted to do to Freddy, but the pizza place has rules, and you're a stickler for rules. You even wrote some of them. Number 6, don't touch Freddy. You poke your index finger at Freddy's nose and are surprised to hear a honk. Well done, Scott. Well done, Scott. We booped the nose. Let's go. The canon ending. Even more surprising, something behind the poster falls to the floor with a soft clatter. You push the chair out the way and crawl under the desk. It's even more disgusting down here with crumbs and something dark and sticky on the dingy old carpet. It's just soda, you tell yourself, wiping the palm of your hand vigorously on your pants. Way at the back, you find a thin plastic card lying next to the wall. You haven't seen one of those in a long time. They stopped issuing them to employees because there was so much turnaround. This is one of the old security badges, but the face and name have been scratched out. Whose was this? And who hid it here? Add ID card to your inventory. You know what? I will add an ID card to my inventory. Give me 3 seconds. And I will do that. Okay, I want... What do I want? I want to... Why is it like that? Okay. I want card PNG. Here we go. Cool. Oh, wait, no. Okay. I have a great idea. You guys are going to love this, okay? You're going to absolutely love this. Okay, and then this. Bam. Okay. Wait. I am cooking, guys. I am absolutely cooking. You're going to see. Okay. Here we go. So we have one image coming up. Sorry, this always takes so long. And then we have another image coming up. Okay, there we go. Wait. What happened? Okay. I probably don't have enough space to do this, but here we go. Put it up here. And then make it small. There we go. By the way. Oh, why? Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay. And we can do this as well. There we go. There's our ID card. This is so stupid. It's our ID card. I just got the joke, ID and a playing card. Yeah. Somebody screenshot that and send it to ID and say on Twitter, send it to ID, tag me in it and say this is what being an Ozone stream is like. Okay, so there we go. We've got an ID card. Cool. That makes the stream a little less boring, right? Okay. So we have our ID card. You watch the clock on the desk as the numbers flip over from 5:59 to 6 a.m. See, we didn't have time for the phone, so that's interesting. So the phone is just going to be something different, but we can't go back to it. So I guess we're going to see that tomorrow. You watch the clock on the desk as the numbers flip over from 5:55 to 6 a.m. Yay! You survived your first night at Freddy's. What? I thought we've been here for a long time. Okay, never mind. All is quiet as you leave the security office and pass through the restaurant. You step outside and take in the fresh, cool air, happy and grateful to be alive. Even the early morning light seems too bright after the darkness of the pizza place. You lose all sense of time in there, since most of the windows are in different parts of the restaurant. There isn't a cloud in the sky. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. Too bad you'll have to sleep through most of it once you send Copelia off to school. And then it won't be long before you're back here for your second night. Who knows what that will bring. You look up the restaurant, wave goodbye to the sleeping animatronics inside, and head home. Double cheer. I just got not a message, but a reply from ID. Oh, Pokestin. It's a bit outdated given the PFP we used, but that's very funny to me. Everyone go like that tweet right now. I just reposted it. I got an ID card. It's such a stupid tweet. What's a tweet? Oh yeah, sorry. Sorry, you Zoomers don't know what Twitter is. I just sent an X. I'm just gonna go and turn a light on because it's getting dark in here. That's probably better. Although maybe now it's too bright. Oh no, that's actually good. I never touched Twitter. Okay, that's probably for the best, to be honest. When you get home at 6:30 a.m, you wish you could go to bed, but your day isn't over just yet. Now it's time for your second, but most important job, parenting. This one is full-time and pays nil, but you wouldn't have it any other way. However, getting your 11-year-old daughter, Copelia, up and ready for school is more challenging than anything Freddy Fazbear's Pizza could throw your way. You peek into her bedroom and see her still snoozing peacefully. Books are scattered across her bedspread and on the floor, and an open one lies on her chest, rising and falling with her steady breathing. She was clearly up late last night, reading as usual. You laugh a little when you see a drool in the corner of her mouth and a damp spot on her pillowcase. I wish I had a camera, you think. So you study her a little longer, trying to hold on to this memory for later. You go into the kitchen to make breakfast, intentionally banging pots and pans around as you cook eggs and bacon. You can't help but think of Chica and you force the thought away. You're off the clock now, and you will not let the animatronics live rent-free in your head. The combination of Coppelia's alarm clock and the aroma of bacon is enough to wake her. She pads out into the kitchen in her rocket ship pajamas, hair a tangled mess, and her face lights up when she sees you. Missed me, huh? You say, twirling your spatula. No, I just love bacon so much. She gives you a hug. And by extension, the person making it for me. You laugh. But seriously, I missed you, she says. While you were sleeping? Especially then. I never sleep well when you aren't home. I hate leaving you, but it's just for this week. She sees the concern on your face and puts a hand over her mouth. Oh, Dad, I didn't mean to guilt trip you. I'm fine, really. Mrs. Andrews always looks in on me, and she hears everything that goes on around here. That's an understatement. You smile. You're grateful to have someone close by to watch the house when you're away, but you've never worried that Coppelia will get into any trouble on her own. If anything, she's keeping an eye on kindly Miss Andrews, who had sadly lost her own daughter at a young age years ago and has been overprotective of the neighborhood kids since. Coppelia reaches for the tray of cooked bacon. You slap her hand away. You are not getting one slice of bacon until you're dressed for school. She sticks her tongue out and disappears into her room. Coppelia comes back in a record time with her hair neatly tied in a ponytail, a bedazzled purple t-shirt, jeans and a tights and a jean jacket. She sits down and you put a heaping amount of bacon on her plate that she immediately starts shoveling into her mouth. How is work? She asks. Uneventful, you lie. Sounds like my dream job, she says. Sitting at a desk in the middle of the night, pushing buttons. I would catch up on so much reading until boredom kills me. You would not be killed by boredom at Freddy's, you say, and promise me you'll never work there. She laughs. Okay, sure. Now how is your day? You catch up with each other while you eat breakfast. Then she notices the time on the Kit Kat clock and jumps up. My bus! She shoves another piece of bacon in her mouth and grabs her backpack by the kitchen door. She rummages around in it. Crud, do you have a pen? I have to finish my homework on the bus. You raise an eyebrow. Why didn't you do it last night? Because I couldn't find my pen. Keep up, Dad. Do we give her the pen? We kind of have to, don't we? We have the pen. But how does this actually affect the story? Maybe it's just like keeping a relationship with her. But yeah, I want to be a good dad. Of course I'm going to give her the pen. Here we go. You grab the pen from your pocket. Here you go. Don't leave this one. You toss it to her. She catches it expertly. She should really be on a sports team, but all she really wants to do is read, tinker with projects in the basement, and play the Sega Genesis. That's giving me a bit of a time. Like what year is it? She's a great kid, you think. I don't know how I got so lucky. Thanks. She looks at the pen. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Employee of the Month. Don't you have like a drawer full of these? You're the best worker there. Not that the bar is that high. Hey, give me my pen back. Nope. She twists the pen and discovers there's a screwdriver inside. Wicked. Yeah, you probably shouldn't be bringing that to school. You stand up. I'll find you another pen. Interesting. There's a screwdriver inside the pen. Right. The bus honks outside. Too late. Gotta go. She runs to the door. A moment later, she runs back and gives you a kiss on the cheek. Love you. Wait. So, remove it from your... Oh, so it is back. It is actually removed from our inventory, even though we said we would get another pen for her. Okay. Oh, no. Yeah, because she has to do her homework now. Yeah, anyway. The bus honks outside. Too late. Gotta go. She runs to the door. A moment later, she runs back and gives you a kiss on the cheek. Love you. And then she's gone with your pen in hand. You already miss her. At least working the night shift doesn't take away your time together. Though you don't like the idea of leaving her home alone, even under the sometimes too watchful eyes of the neighbours. Just 4 more days. You yawn and head to bed. Okay. Yeah, we probably shouldn't have given her that pen. So that's interesting, guys, because obviously with my experience from VIP, you get an item, and most of the time when you get the opportunity to use that item, you want to use it because like it might come to a secret, like you had to go off to find this item and then you can go into this like secret path. But actually, sometimes it could be detrimental, like how it was just then. It's interesting. It's interesting that's bad. That we gave her the pen. Okay. So, night 2. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 nights today. And then we're going to try and finish the main plot line tomorrow. And then maybe another video with loads of secrets if we don't get to it tomorrow. But this is a lot longer than VIP, I will say. You yawn. Time to make the donuts. You usually start your shifts repeating the well-known catchphrase from these donut commercials, but there aren't any co-workers here to laugh along with you. The only people who ever laughed were the new hires. The first time you said it, and they were only being polite since they thought you were their boss. But you're nothing if not consistent. It was easy to do the right thing every day at work here, but at night, it's hard to know what the right thing to do is. You're in unfamiliar territory. Fortunately, you're not only consistent, you're persistent. You never give up trying until you get the job done. You hope that's one of the better qualities Capellia picks up from you. You also hope you'll be around for a long time to teach your daughter even more lessons about how to live and survive in the world as she grows up. As much as you love this job, you want more for a future than a dead-end career as a security guard. Dead-end career. Oh no. And the worst part about this book, actually, or sorry, like the best part about this book, but the worst part about the story is we know what happens. We know this man dies at this job. So reading this is actually quite effective. Reading his aspirations in life and the fact that he wants to do only good for his daughter, and knowing that in the first ever FNAF game, we found out that Phone Guy died. That's horrible. Yeah, dramatic irony, of course. Yeah. Oh God. Most importantly, you hope that if anything happens to you or your job, she stays far away from Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. So we can check the show stage camera, the dining area camera, or the restrooms camera. Show stage, dining area, restrooms. Okay. Show stage. Okay. Hi, Scraps. Oh, so, not Hi, Scraps. Hi, Cellular. It's only because Cellular said Hi, Scraps. So what was it again? Oh my gosh, I always forget. Okay, dining area, restrooms, or I always have to like tab out, so it takes a while, or show stage. Okay. Show stage. Okay, I'm setting up a poll. What camera? There we go. Bam. Poll time. Poll time. That is true, actually, the Smiling Man. That if we check the show stage first, it will tell us if we're in danger or not, because we will know if the animatronics have moved. So that's probably actually a good idea. That's quite intuitive. And that's what most people are voting for. All right. I love the ID card in the top right. It's so funny. Oh, I'm glad that post is getting loads of likes on Twitter. That's so funny. All right. You just realized Ozone looks like Dave Miller. Never say that to me again. Never say that. Okay. So it looks like 67% say show stage. I think that's probably the best option here. I cannot lie. What is going on Twitter? Yeah, Freddy's hasn't used ID cards for a long while now due to high employee turnover. Of course, it's outdated. Oh, that's funny. All right. So I think show stage. Let's go. You punch the button for the show stage. Freddy and Chica are both there as they should be, but Bonnie has already left. No, wait. Bonnie is still there. Most of him, anyway. His body is on stage, but his head is gone. Are we gonna see no, that would be stupid. I was gonna say, are we gonna see Follow Me? But I don't think we are. Punk kids, you think. Daredevil teens from the high school and community college sometimes try to break into the restaurant. If they succeeded, they would want to bring back a souvenir for their bravery. Also, it's really funny that Bonnie is the one with his head gone. First of all, withered Bonnie. Secondly, Jeremy Bite of 87. Thirdly, Jeremy Help Wanted. Fourthly, Jeremiah. No. No. There was another one. There was another Jeremy without face, or Bonnie without face, or something, but I can't remember. But yeah, it's funny that Bonnie is the one without the head. You laugh, imagining someone shouting, "Bring me the head of Bonnie the Rabbit." Of course, if anyone actually succeeded in breaking into Freddy Fazbear's Pizza after hours, they would be the ones in danger of losing their heads, figuratively and literally. But this is no laughing matter. You have a real problem now. You have to find and reattach Bonnie's head before the place opens in the morning. As terrifying as animatronics can be to some young children, they'll really freak out if they're greeted by a headless one. Or maybe no one would notice. Okay, dining area camera, restrooms camera, or backstage camera. Okay, so this is really cool. This is really cool. So what do we know? We know we have to attach. We have to find Bonnie's head. And what else do we know? Freddy and Chica are where they should be. So where should we look now? Backstage? Backstage, there might be a spare head in there. That's what I was thinking is probably the best option, right? And it has just come up anyway. So let's look at the backstage camera. Wow, game over. Maybe maintenance had to remove Bonnie's head to work on it and no one told you. No one ever tells you anything. If so, the head would probably be in the parts and service area behind the stage. You switch over to the backstage camera. A large metal endoskeleton rests at the end of the work table. You see masks for Chica and several variations of Freddy, but no Bonnie head. Power cables dangle down from the ceiling. That's a fire hazard if I ever saw one, you think. You consider raising your concern with management, but they hardly ever take employee suggestions. A little voice inside you says it might not be a bad thing if this place burned down. Haha, funny. As long as it doesn't happen until after you collect your last paycheck, and no one, human at least, is in the building at the time. You also notice an empty Freddy Fazbear costume propped up in the corner. At least you assume it's empty. You're curious, but not curious enough to go back there and check. The camera pans across the room once more, and you notice there are no parts for Foxy the pirate back there. Foxy. You quickly switch over to the Pirate Cove camera. The curtain is wide open and the cove is empty. Too late. Footsteps run toward the office. Foxy bursts inside and screams in your face. So we forgot about Foxy. The start of the story did say you need to keep checking on Foxy, man. Um, so I think instead we would want to look at the dining area, right? Probably. I'm going to go to the dining area. You punch the button for the dining area. Just like last night, the tables are set for a big party with tablecloths and party hats all laid out. You wonder if the room was used at all. It looks exactly the way it did yesterday, as if nothing has been touched. Or the staff is simply meticulous about placing everything exactly where it should be. When you do the same job day in and day out for years, you get pretty good at it. There is one thing out of the ordinary. Bonnie's head lies in one of the aisles between the party tables. It must have fallen off and rolled down there. It's a good thing that happened after hours because nothing sets off customers more than a malfunctioning animatronic. A head detaching and bouncing off the stage would probably result in some kids needing therapy, not to mention their parents. Are Bonnie's eyes looking at you? The head is lying on its side, but its eyes are trained right on the security camera. Is it a warning? A cry for help? You shake your head. It's just an optical illusion, and instead, when you look back at the monitor, Bonnie's eyes are looking in a different direction. You need to go reattach Bonnie's head and make sure this doesn't happen again, especially during a performance. Oh, hello, Cyst. Or is that how you say your name? I actually don't know how to say your name, man. Are we watching? Are we Five Nighting Freddy's? Pretty much. We are reading the week before, and it's pretty good so far. We're only on night 2 though, and it's taken a while to get through, but we're getting through it. Said it right. Okay, good. So I think maybe. So here's the thing, right? Bonnie. We saw that Bonnie's head was there, but we haven't seen Chica. We haven't seen Chica. I've got to get this, bro. You need to get it. You need to get the online ebook version, and you need to stream it just like I am. It's really fun. You can get chat involved. It's genuinely amazing. But I genuinely think what we should do is go through the left door. And the reason I say that is because Bonnie isn't active because he's lost his head. And we don't know if Chica and Freddy have left the stage yet. So I reckon we go through the left door. And my premonition is probably completely incorrect, but here we go. Oh, damn it. Okay. You step out into the West Hall, and once again, remember you've been meaning to clear out the broken TVs piled up outside the office. Those things are supposed to work for decades, but they keep burning out. It must be the old electrical wiring in this place. Wires are literally hanging down the wall in front of you, but you're pretty sure they aren't live. You don't touch them, just in case. As you turn down the hallway and glimpse the poster of Freddy Fazbear on the wall, you pause for a moment. You've seen it hundreds of times, but you could have sworn it just changed to show the animatronic ripping off its own head. Terrifying. When you turn back, it's just the same old poster, Freddy singing into his microphone with "Let's Party" over his head. It must have been a trick of the flickering light at the end of the hall, and you've still clearly got Bonnie's head on your mind. As you hurry toward the dining area, the light blinks off. Your eyes adjust to the darkness, and you see a shadow waiting at the far end of the corridor. Just an afterimage, you think, continuing. Then the light comes back on, and Foxy is standing there, and unfortunately, he is very real. With no one checking on him in Pirate Cove, he's come out to play. You spin around and run back to the security office. Foxy's footsteps sprint behind you. In this life and death race, Foxy is faster. Damn it. God damn it. We are so bad. Has anybody got a death counter? Anybody know? Yeah, old Freddy Easter egg. It's pretty cool. Where's this novel from? This is a new interactive novel. It just came out today. It's called The Week Before. I think this is 8. Yeah. Stop saying that. Stop saying I think we're going for 100%. Obviously, we're just dying over and over and not getting anywhere. I'm sorry that I really need to get like a proper table or something. I mean, usually I would do this upstairs in my actual room, but what I really like doing while streaming is having my TV on, which is why I keep looking ahead of the camera. I like having my TV on with chat. I think it's just so much fun, and I can like sit back and just relax. And I've got food around me and stuff. Anyway, let's go back then. I made the wrong decision. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, chat. So instead, we're going to go through the right door. You arrive at the dining area. Bonnie's head is lying on the floor, staring vacantly at the stars and streamers hanging from the ceiling. But something else catches your attention. The doors to party rooms 1 and 2 are closed. Those were previously open when you saw them on camera, but the feed in that section is notoriously glitchy. Okay. It's possible you didn't see them clearly the first time. You're the night watchman, so you should check out anything suspicious, and this definitely is suspicious. Okay. Those party rooms are a perfect hiding place, and it's not like the animatronics to go around opening and closing doors. You still have to take care of Bonnie, but it's not like his head is going anywhere. So much for an uneventful night. Okay, do we check out the party room or get Bonnie's head? What I know is that 100% we need to get Bonnie's head. So why don't we just do it now? Like maybe we can check out the party room later, or check out the party room like another day. But I know that tonight we need to fix Bonnie's head. I think chat is agreeing with me somewhat. Party room, you can always come back. Yeah, but can we? But again, that's spoilers. That's spoilers. Because you say I can always come back, but I don't know that. So that's why there's the tension. But okay, I'll go to the party room. You open the door to party room 1 and turn on the lights. It's basically a miniature version of the dining area for private birthday parties or overflow space. When someone hosts a party here, they get a visit from Freddy, Bonnie, or Chica as part of the package, but they rarely use Freddy for such functions. It's also company policy to have a security guard posted in each room while the animatronic is present, a duty you have often performed. But that was before the restaurant closed. Since it reopened, these rooms haven't been needed, and of course, you're on the night shift now. Everything seems quite ordinary inside. The two long tables are covered in white tablecloths decorated with colourful confetti. Cone-shaped cardboard party hats are lined up on each table, waiting to be strapped onto rambunctious little kids. I think I said that word wrong, but whatever. You smile, thinking back on better times. For a while, you would have said Freddy Fazbear's Pizza was the happiest place on earth if you weren't worried about infringing on a trademark. Approaching steps snap you back to the moment and remind you of how much this place has changed. You consider hiding, but you have plenty of time to check out Party Room 2 before the animatronic reaches you. See, they say that, but I don't think we have enough time. Do we hide in party rooms? Why are there party rooms in FNAF 1? Because... Wait, that's a good question. That is a good question, actually. Maybe it's just like a retcon sort of thing. But, yeah, the party rooms seem to be somewhat interesting. You know what? I'm gonna be dangerous. I don't really care. I don't really care if we get this wrong, because we can always go back, obviously. But we're going to open party room 2, because why not? Ooh! You hustle over to party room 2 and open the door, or try to. It's locked. You're not even sure who has the key to this door. These rooms aren't usually locked. Naturally, now you're even more curious about what or who might be inside there. The footsteps are closer. They're coming from the direction of the show stage, but you can't tell which animatronic it is. You hope you don't find out. Unless you can figure out how to get inside this room, your only option is to try to get back to the adjacent party room and hide there instead. Wait, what is the master key? What is the master key? It's an Easter egg? Well, I don't have the master key. So I can't do that. We're playing this properly today. Obviously I will have a look at that in a later thing. But I guess we should use the ID card. I don't want to use the ID card because I love the ID card in the top right. But I guess it's disappearing. There we go. Bye ID. Everyone say RIP ID. Okay. The master key doesn't exist. Do it. Really? No, I'm not. I'm going to do that tomorrow. Because in my real playthrough, I would have waited to get a master key. And I would have found out then that there's no master key. So I'm gonna rip ID and go in. In movies, people use credit cards to jimmy open locked doors. You pull out the ID card you found earlier. The thin plastic is flexible but sturdy enough that you should be able to slide it between the door and the frame and push open the latch. But you'll have to be quick. The animatronic is almost there. Yeah, it actually works. The door opens and you duck inside the room and close the door behind you. The footsteps go right past and fade away. You wipe sweat from your forehead. You switch on the lights and look around. What was so important about this room? There's no one here. It's practically a mirror image of Party Room 1, but with stripped tablecloths instead of whitened party hats decorated with confetti. It also has a wide window looking out at the tree line behind the restaurant and the mountains beyond that, only it's dark now, so all you see is the room reflected in the glass. You hardly recognize yourself, or the fear in your face. You turn your attention back to the tables. One of the party hats is slightly out of alignment with the others. You nudge it back into place, but meet some resistance. Something's under the hat. You lift up the paper cone and find a Fazbear Entertainment branded Zippo lighter. Someone must have left it after lighting birthday candles. Tisk tisk. Great. So now we're gonna get the lighter and we're gonna get Bonnie's head. Great. Cool. Is there a lighter picture? Oh, there is. That's cool. Fazbear branded lighter. I like that. Fazbear branded lighter that I can use to freaking set the Fazbear brand alight. Am I right, lads? Okay. Image. Now we come back here where we do the whole streaming thing. Fazbear branded lighter. There we go. Boom. So we have a lighter. Cool. Okay. So we want to go and get Bonnie's head. Bonnie's head is what you came here for. You walk over and pick it up. Oof. It's heavier than it looks, and something sticky leaks onto your hands. Machine oil, hopefully? You're glad it didn't leave a mess on the floor. Even after all this time, this is the closest you've been to an animatronic. One reason being the smell. These things haven't been washed in... ever? There's something sharp and sour about the stench, like food left out to rot or roadkill. You wrinkle your nose. It's very unpleasant. You've also never touched an animatronic before, which, of course, is strongly discouraged. The fur is matted and kind of greasy. There are probably things crawling inside of it. You probably don't want to hold this any longer than you have to. You turn it around in your hands until Bonnie is looking at you. Let's get you patched up, you say. Bonnie's eyes blink and swivel towards you. You're so startled you almost drop the head. It probably just happened because you were moving it around. You look up at the stage. Bonnie's torso is still up there, and so is Freddy Fazbear, but now Chica is gone. Should you go up and try to reattach the head, or look for tools and instructions at parts and service behind the stage? Thing is, right, this book is hard. This book is very hard. What I don't want to happen is we go on stage, we try and put Bonnie's head back on, and Freddy kills us. So maybe we should wait for Freddy to start moving, but at the same time, that would make the place even more dangerous if we just let Freddy start moving. What do you guys think? Let's do a poll. I think I need to get a drink anyway. A new drink. Okay. So, what now? And then we want to say go on stage or go backstage. Cool. How's the book? It is pretty good so far. I'm enjoying it. At the moment I prefer VIP, but I'm sure that is soon going to change. I think they're actually quite different books, even though they're both interactive novels. This one is very much more like you kind of have options throughout the night, and depending on when you do something, it will matter. Whereas VIP was just like, follow this storyline and go to all these different places in any order you want, and then try and find the secret ending, try and get this many points. So I think they're very different books, actually. But I'm enjoying this one. I am. And I can't wait to get to night 4, 5, and 6 to see what kind of secret lore there's going to be. It is weird now, thinking about it, that there is actually a 6th night, knowing that he only plans to be here for 5. So I wonder what happens on the 5th night to make us have a 6th night. Very interesting. The poll right now is saying 52% go backstage. Huh. Does anybody want to skew the vote at all? I'm going to wait one more minute. Gonna have some sugar. Ooh. People are changing the vote. You haven't got much time. Oh my god, it just went down to 51%. 51% say go backstage. I'm sure if one more person votes for go backstage. Ooh, it's switching. Oh my gosh. Everyone vote right now. Do it. It's 50-50. Okay. I'm going to call it 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, go backstage. That's funny. 49 votes, 51% is go backstage. So that must have literally been 25 votes. 25 votes for go backstage, 24 votes for not go backstage. Very cool. Okay. So we're going to go backstage. Okay. Oh. Interesting. You open the door at the back of the stage marked employees only. Though you're an employee, you've never needed to go back here before. You step into the backstage area, what staff has taken to referring to as P&S, Parts and Service. It's dark and practically shouts, "This area is off limits. It feels wrong and a little dangerous to be back here." You look around for something useful to help you reattach Bonnie's head properly. A user manual would be nice. An endoskeleton sits on the edge of the workbench next to a screwdriver, perhaps intended for the empty Freddy Fazbear suit tucked into a corner. Another empty Freddy head rests on the other side of the workbench. There are several Freddy heads here. They're old designs. Some of them don't have eyebrows or have a slightly different shape. There is also a Chica head on the shelf, and next to it is a flashlight. What about Foxy? You don't see any of his parts back here. As if you summoned him, you hear heavy footsteps running toward the room. You have to find something to defend yourself with, or take your chances and hide. Okay. So this is horrible, right? Because we had a pen that turned into a screwdriver. Was it a screwdriver? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. Wait. What is a screwdriver? Yeah, it's a twisty thing, a pointy twisty thing. We had a pen that turned into a screwdriver. Unfortunately, we gave that pen away. So if we want a screwdriver from now on, we can take the screwdriver. But then we can't grab the flashlight or put on the Freddy head. I think we should put on the Freddy head though. Oh, Flash Foxy. Good point. Good point. That's actually a really smart thing. I didn't realize Flash Foxy. No, Flash Foxy is in FNAF 2. In FNAF 2, where the Foxy is affected by the flashlight, but isn't affected by the Freddy head. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna test that theory, and I believe that you're right. I think this is a really cool detail if that's correct, and that's really great intuition that I actually didn't even think of. We're going to test the Freddy head, and this is going to be a death. This is 100% going to be a death, and then we're going to do the flashlight. Okay? Ready? Put on the Freddy head. I told you, game over. In a moment of panic, you grab the spare Freddy Fazbear mask and drop it over your own head and then stand still. Ugh. If you thought the animatronic smelled bad on the outside, the inside of this one absolutely reeks. It smells like stale sweat, notes of old coffee, hints of cigarette smoke. Even worse, it feels warm and moist, like being inside someone's mouth. You can taste something. You don't know what it is, but it's bitter and coppery, and it makes your heart flutter with anxiety. Fear. You're tasting fear. As soon as you put that Freddy head on, you want to tear it off again, but you don't dare, because through its eye hole, you spot Foxy standing in the doorway. He stalks toward you and stops, only inches from your Freddy face. He leans forward to look into its eyes. He sees you. He screams out and you black out. He screams and you black out. You drift in and out of consciousness, distantly aware that you're being stuffed inside an animatronic suit. You hope someone checks the suits back here once in a while and finds your body, so your daughter will know why you never came home. Ooh. Great. Yeah, again, one thing I love about these books is the fact that no ending is the same as another. Like, that's completely different to the endings we've seen already. That doesn't count as a death. That wasn't what I wanted to do. We're going to go back, and we're going to do what I wanted to do now. Grab the flashlight. Yeah, boy. Oh. You dash toward the shelves and pick up the flashlight just as Foxy bursts into the room. You whirl around and press the button on the flashlight. Luckily, the batteries inside still work. A bright beam cuts across the dark room and shines on Foxy's face. You thought maybe you would blind him temporarily so you can slip by, but the light seems to mess him up. He freezes in place, servos clicking in confusion. You hope you won't get in trouble for breaking Foxy. You don't know how long he'll be like this, so you decide to get a move on. You will need to reattach Bonnie's head and get to the security office. It will only become more dangerous to be out at the night. Okay, so funnily enough from that, we got both the flashlight and the screwdriver. So that's really good. And I can take a screenshot of this. And I can add it to my inventory. Cool, there we go. Screwdriver and flashlight. Let's put it up here, where ID used to be. Rest in peace. I wonder if we can add ID's head to this anyway. Wait, where? Oh, there we go. There you go. It's just shining in her face. It's probably better if we just did it like this. There you go. We're shining a light in ID's face. Boom. This is the best stream setup you've ever seen. Blind her. Okay. Cool, so we're returning to the show stage. You climb up onto the show stage and look out, imagining an audience of boisterous kids and frazzled parents. Staff and customers are not allowed up here. The last time a kid found his way on stage during a performance, you shudder. That's what liability waivers are for. Where Chica usually stands, you see a metal plate. The animatronics recharge on those at night, through battery terminals on their feet. That's really cool. That's a cool detail that I didn't know. You gently place Bonnie's head back on his body. The animatronics deserve your respect. When you think about it, you wouldn't have a job without them. They have some flaws, but they've brought so much happiness to families over the years. That fact needs to be weighed against their actions. None of us are perfect. We all make mistakes, right? Bonnie's head wobbles. You can't leave him like this. It seems you can tighten it by turning it. But which way? Left or right? Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Does it matter? You probably can't make him any worse. But you should pop backstage and see if there are some instructions. You're just a security officer. You aren't trained in repairing the animatronics. And if you do this incorrectly, you could lose your job earlier than planned, or worse. But why would it be... why would it be left? It's always... It's right. You always screw ahead right. Lefty loosey, righty tighty, as I say. I'm going with my gut here. If this is wrong, then the book is just dumb, okay? There we go. You twist Bonnie's head to the right and something clicks inside. His eyelids blink once as the head comes back online. It seems you've done the trick, but there are 3 small holes around the base of his neck to secure his head. This is probably why Bonnie's head fell off in the first place. As he dances and strums his signature red bass guitar on the stage, his screws vibrated and eventually fell out. And then, off with his head. You look around the stage and find 2 silver screws, but no matter how much you search, you can't find the third one. 2 will have to do for now. The best you can do is let maintenance know and they can hunt down another screw tomorrow. You insert 1 screw in each side of his neck. With each of them sticking out like that, Bonnie reminds you of Frankenstein's monster. That's no good. You'll have to tighten them or his head will tumble off again. A job half-assed will never last, as your father used to say. He was a perfectionist, and nothing you did was ever good enough. You vowed you would never treat your own child that way, and so far you haven't with Coppelia. The sooner you fix Bonnie, the sooner you can go back to the security office, and the better your chances of getting home to her in the morning. So do we tighten the screws with our fingers? Do we use a screwdriver? Yes. We use the screwdriver. The screwdriver makes quick work of tightening Bonnie's loose screws. The head feels as sturdy as it has ever been. Maybe you missed a calling in repair work. The only thing you enjoy as much as keeping order and protecting people is fixing things. After your last day here, you can start looking into other positions. It might be nice to do something that lets you work with your hands more. It would be fun to make toys. Nothing that moves like the animatronics at Freddy's. Just simple toys for simple joys. Now that Bonnie is functional again, you feel oddly exposed up on the stage, especially with Chica out there somewhere. You also have to assume Foxy is out and about right now. It's a good idea to go back to the security office and hope nothing else breaks tonight. Cool. Okay. You return to the security office and slump into your seat. This job is finally getting to you, but you can't let it get the best of you. You just need a moment to catch your breath. You close your eyes and breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. A sound startles you awake. Oh no, you've fallen asleep on the job. After all the times you've warned night watchmen to stay vigilant and faithfully reported those who shirked their responsibility and dozed through a shift, you're embarrassed and annoyed at yourself. It's just that you're having trouble adjusting to the later hours and dealing with the animatronics is wearing you out. You can beat yourself up later. Something woke you, a sound. Or wait, was it 2 sounds? You're still disoriented from your unintentional nap. But you think you heard footsteps approaching the door on your left and someone groaning from the door on your right. You could have dreamed them up, or you could be in imminent danger. You only have time to act on one potential threat. Your clock reads 5:55 a.m, so you only have to survive the next 5 minutes. Okay, of course. Okay, so what should it be? Should it be left or right? I think we're going to put this to chat because I have absolutely no idea. Pick one. Left. Right. Why is the tiny Eileen's fantasy missing her voice? Because Eileen isn't here. Yeah. I kind of want to see a Chica death, so right. Yeah, we had a Chica death right at the beginning where Chica opened her arms and hugged us so tight. so amazingly tight that we died. Left tightening screws are frequently used in machinery that rotates. Really? Well, I guess it depends which way it's rotating, right? ID should be on the lighter. We have ID's face here because we had an ID card, but then we used the ID card, so now we don't have the ID card. Why are there so many IDs? Oh my gosh. Okay. See, look, this was the ID card that we had. We had this ID card. But we don't have it anymore, unfortunately. RIP ID. Oops, I just got rid of our lighter. It's hard to know what image is what in this because I've got so many images on my stream setup. Okay. So, once again, we have a pretty split vote. Guys, we need more votes. Come on. Come on. 52% for right. I'm going to give you 20 seconds. 20, 19, 18, 16, 15, 4. I can't count down from 20. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Oh, it's 50-50. It's skewed the other way. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, it's 53% left, or 54% actually. Or yeah, okay, whatever, 53, 54. I didn't think that would happen because it initially was right, but now it's left. So we're going to go through left, and we're going to die. You leap from your chair and close the left door. The footsteps keep approaching. The animatronic won't be able to get in. You flip on the hall light and see the distinctive shape of rabbit ears pass by the office window. After everything I did for you, Bonnie, you say. Then you remember the other sound you might have heard. You turn and are relieved that no one is standing at the left door. Someone groans right into your ear. Chica jumps at you from your right and screams in your face. You stumble away and fall at the desk. How? She must have snuck in from the east hall while you were closing the door on your left. I love how the jump scares are actually canon, because we keep getting screamed at, but that's just the jump scares. It's really funny. You shove the office chair between you and the enraged animatronic. It's futile, but you aren't going down without a fight. Your chest tightens. Pain shoots up and down your left arm. You clutch a hand over your heart. Your body just couldn't take one more shock tonight. Blackness creeps in along the edges of your vision. You collapse to the floor and fall onto your face. As you gasp your last breaths, you roll over and look up. Chica looms over you. Your final thought is, a chicken with teeth. That's so messed up. Oh, what a great ending. That's funny. A heart attack? Yeah. That's quite a funny ending, to be honest. Let's go back. So let's go through the right door instead. So everybody who said right, you are correct. You are right. If someone is close enough for you to hear them groan, then they're too close. You leap for the door on your right and slap your finger against the button. You catch a flash of yellow before the door slams shut. Looks like you were just in time. You flick on the hall light and Chica stares in maniacally at you. Beaked mouth wide open, you turn off the light. You can take your cluck and get lost, you say. I've had enough for one night. But it seems you haven't. The footsteps keep approaching on your left, and then Bonnie is standing there. It's too late to close the door now. You brace yourself for the attack, but Bonnie doesn't make a move. He just stares at you. You stare back at him. What is he waiting for? You break eye contact for a moment and see the clock on the desk flip over from 5:59 to 6 a.m. Bonnie turns and walks away, back toward the show stage. At the door on the right, Chica does the same. Did Bonnie just let you live? Was that a thank you for restoring his head? Or maybe you just got lucky. Either way, you survived another night, and it's time to go home. That's interesting. Is this going to be one of those things where you do the good thing every night and you get the good ending. It's almost like a happiest day. That would be quite interesting. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, it's also interesting that as soon as it turns 6 a.m., the animatronics just spare you. That's interesting. I didn't think that would actually be canon, if you know what I mean. I thought that was just like a gameplay aspect. Like, it's turned 6 a.m., you have finished the night. But no, that's actually like in the lore of FNAF. Cool. Tap a touch here. Oh my gosh, we've gone near the end of the book. As soon as you get home, you rush to your daughter's room and check on her. She's sleeping with her left leg sticking out from under the covers and a pillow over her face. You must have spaced out for a minute because the next thing you know, she screams and throws the pillow at your head. You catch it and hold it to your chest. What? What's wrong? You say. Why were you standing there staring at me? She says. I was about to wake you for school. I'm sorry. It's been a weird night. She pushes her hair back from her face. It's okay. It was just kind of creepy. When I first woke up, I must have still been dreaming. You looked like that Fredbear thing from your job. You looked like that Fredbear thing from your job. Huh. I'm going to highlight that. That's an interesting line. The kid knows about Fredbears, even though the kid isn't old enough for Fredbears. You mean Freddy Fazbear? Whatever. He weirds me out. They all do. She's never gotten over the time you brought her to work to meet the animatronics when she was 7, and they made her cry so hard she threw up her pizza and cake. She had nightmares for at least a week afterward. Nightmares? FNAF 4? Never mind. It's just me, your loving dad bear. You open your arms for a hug. She squints at you. Please never say dad bear again. You feel bad about scaring her and ruining her morning. You don't want her to have bad memories of you like that. Gifts always make her feel better. When did we get a... We didn't get a coin. This part assumes you have the token. You can't get it without using the bonus item, which you can't get without going down a path using a token. So what do I pick? So there's another bug. Oh, there's a bug in the book again. Okay, brilliant. So we should probably just keep the coin, right? Because we don't actually have it, so we can't really do anything with it. It's probably just best to keep the coin. That's annoying. It kind of ruins the immersion a little bit when things like that happen. Like there should be an option here saying you don't have a coin. Where's the DLC for this book anyways? True. Where's the custom night? Okay, I'm just going to keep the coin. And I'm not going to add it to my inventory or anything. But that's weird. Oh, okay. Oh, it just brings you to night 3 anyway. Okay. So, that is unfortunately where I think I'm going to end for today. I have been at this for almost 3 hours. So, it has been a while. And we have gotten through 2 nights. I'm hoping that tomorrow we can get through 3 nights. And then maybe the final thing, the final stream that we do, if it has to be, somehow you took 2 nights and 3 hours, crazy. Yeah, if we do another stream after that, then hopefully we'll do night 6 as well, and then we'll go back and kind of reread and go through all of the things. But that is me for now. As you can tell, I am so tired. It's been a long day at work. It's been a long stream. So I think I'm going to have to go right now. Guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been a very successful stream, not from a technical standpoint, but from the fact that we've had a lot of viewers throughout the entire stream. So I'm very thankful. Please come back again tomorrow, same time, and we will do all of this again. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Goodbye. I don't know why I did that, because I have to click a button or something to make sure I leave. Okay. Okay, I'll just go to a black screen.